feel Krishna's and Radha's union, eternal celebration in our hearts, in our cells, in our DNA, is the sacred union of the divine, masculine and feminine. And it is that frequency that we tap into when we chant this mantra. And that current is alive within all of us. And it is who we are, and it is our birthright. And may we invite this high celebration, this current of this high celebration. Do you know what I mean, brothers and sisters? So, I think I'll play another one. What is it? Okay, I've got to work it out. Bring the love, dear sister. Blessing. I think I was meant to read Clinton's comment. You bring the love. Love you, Jen. Oh, hi, guys. Soulfire. Blessing, sister and soul family. Sending Lindsay, Garrett. Great. Great. Rade. I don't know what happened there. That was all went a bit of a mad one. Glitch in the matrix. And now my brain can't. It's right. Oh, it's so easy. It's just Radhe Sham. Jai Shri Radhe Sham. No, I've done it again. That's so weird. Sorry guys, there's like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just like meant to talk. I think that's what's going on. So I think I'll just talk. That's what we'll do. And I just wanted to just make this video because basically I realised that, you know, since I've created, you know, this amazing group has been created, I really have been putting like pretty much all of my energy into that group. And I kind of had this sort of thing today, and I was like, oh, I really need to connect with actually my friends and like my actual Facebook friends and make a video. I haven't made a video on my Facebook page probably since the creation of the group. So anyway, so that's why I'm doing it. I just wanted to connect with everyone and just share like what I'm experiencing currently, and maybe that will help us all. And we'll definitely play more bhajans in a bit, and you know, definitely for sure. And yeah, and so like just really feeling these intense waves of unity consciousness that are sweeping the planet. Like, are we feeling it, brothers and sisters? Like, it's really happening. And I got this download today, like this like such a deep realization that like this is it, like this is the morning, you know, this whole sort of like being, you know, rising into the golden age, and we've been through the dawn of the, like, spirit's like, no, like actually this is the morning, this is wake up time for everybody. Like the you know, the consciousness of the planet has reached a point within its own, you know, trajectory and alignment that it's literally is the morning of the golden age. Like, and they're like, we did it, we won. They keep saying to me, we won. And I was like, oh, you know, was there even a war? Yes, there was. But that, you know, it's what the messages that I'm receiving, it's all done, it's all complete, it is no more. Those timelines are gone. They're like, it's victory to the light. We're through it. We've done it. Like, we did it. We're doing it. And it's so exciting. It's so exciting, isn't it? That's why I'm making this video, because it's just so exciting, like what is actually going on right now within the collective consciousness. Like so many people are awakening, so many people realising that it's all absolute BS, like this like matrix programming, BS. We don't want it, we don't need it, we're not interested, that's not who we are. And so like this energy is rising, isn't it, fam? My heart is filled with happy. It is like it's genuinely happening. And a lot of sort of, you know, what has inspired me to make this video is because of my experience at the Xavier Rudd concert last night. And it really was one of the most powerful healing experiences of my whole entire life on this earth. And like just really just observing the interplay of the collective consciousness with that pure frequency of love. When that energy is transmitted, then it is absolutely like instant, like wildfire. The whole entire like stadium was like filled. Well, it wasn't exactly a stadium, but it doesn't matter. It's just like the whatever space, it would have been filled. It was the O2 in Bristol. It was a pretty big event, and it was packed out, and it just filled like this wave of unconditional love, this wave of like of knowing that love is the truth, love is the religion, love is the way. We all love each other, we all love ourselves, we are all awake. You know, it was being in that on a really like on a mass level. It was so amazing, honestly, brothers and sisters. And the mad thing was that I'd kind of like had sort of an interaction with Xavier Rudd's higher self. And I like Spirit had told me like I really had to make a personal connection with him. So that was a really you know, like mad adventure, like, you know, that whole thing. But oh God, yeah, there's so much to say. I see it daily, sister. It's so awesome. Yeah, everyone's waking up. It's happening, man, woman, it is happening. Did anyone notice? It's all happening. Yeah. Like this thing, so my kind of like revelation that ultimately is why I'm making this video is that I want to share, you know, what I'm realising about where we're at and how to really navigate that, you know, in a very like, you know, masterful way. And what I am remembering is that as sovereign beings, as we wake up, wakey, right, time to get up now, boom, I'm awake, right, I'm on duty, I'm on duty, right, what, you know, as a sovereign being, I was going to say, oh no, shit, it's gone. Oh my God, what was it? As a sovereign being, oh my God, it's gone. Oh yeah, that's it. It's like, as a sovereign being, I always get to choose. I get to choose what timeline to be on, okay? And a lot of us are going through a lot of ascension symptoms at the moment, and so it can be very easy for us to stay in timelines of pain, of suffering, of victim, of like symptoms, and, you know, all of that, because we're clearing now. We are on the front line, brothers and sisters, of clearing the deepest ancient dredge and sludgery and all sorts of our, you know, this clean-up operation, as you know, as we're handing over from, you know, from you know, going into from 3D to 5D. So what I'm remembering is that when I say to the universe, I am healed, I am choosing health, and I create, you know, this like a cylinder of like the vibration of like I am healed. Like, this is what I've been doing. I've been like, oh, I'm choosing to be healed. I've got loads of symptoms going on, massive clearing. My lungs have been massive clearing. And in that, I came to this revelation that I can create this cylinder of being healed. So I was like, right, oh, I'm going to get in that cylinder, and I'm going to state I am healed, and I'm going to really choose that. And what I noticed is in that choosing that, it's really amazing how the universe then aligns with opportunities for that, like that Xavier Rudd concert. Like, it was so healing, like deep into my cells. From inside out, I was healed. I was like flipped inside out, and every single cell was healed. Like, you know, it really was that. It was one of those moments, and I feel that energy and that vibration came from me making that choice of choosing that health health timeline, and to reside in that cylinder of health. And it's for me, it's like a massive, massive game-changing revelation. And I remembered that when I had my full-on, you know, twin soul ascension awakening thing, which was basically like the 29th of September 2013. So also for me, I'm coming back to like a really powerful anniversary of my own ascension, of, you know, and it's very, very significant that it's a 5-year. So and I seem to be going back to that place of, you know, that initial like massive ascension awakening of those core remembrances of how powerful we are, and that as you state it, as you as a sovereign being state it, I am healed, and I, you know, I am healed, and I reside in this vibration of being healed. It's absolutely amazingly miraculous what then very, very, very quickly aligns in your field. That is what I'm noticing, and that is why I'm making the video, because in a way I'm like, I realise these videos are kind of like a sort of like a journal for me as well of my own evolution, because I always just share like my ultimate realizations as I'm having them, because like just want to just empower all of us to like, this is what this is all about now. Like, it's really time for us to stabilize in our knowing of who we are. Yeah, it's time for us to stabilise in that knowing. Sorry, brothers and sisters, I wasn't very prepared for this. I think we all, do you know what we need? We need some unicorn spray. This spray, I would not go anywhere without it. Unicorn spray, all the way. And that's it. That's it, brothers and sisters. You claim it. I claim it. And then I had this, like, I was in the kitchen today, and like this sort of like Zen koan kind of dropped into my consciousness, and it was like, I guess the Zen koan was, am I a knower or am I a seeker? And I was like, I'm a knower, I'm a knower, I'm a knower, I'm a knower. And realising that for all of us, it's about getting to that place on our journey where we know that we are divine Christed beings of light, and that we have the highest ordained protection within this whole entire universe. And to be a human being at this time is the most extraordinary privilege, considering there are probably about a trillion other species out there in this, like, you know, multiverse. Like, to actually be having this experience in human bodies, there's only about 6.8 billion of us. This is a vast universe with millions of different species, and for us to have this privilege, like to be here now, is like, we are protected. If we choose love, if we choose service, if we choose kindness, you know, we are protected. Like 1,000 million angels will flock, and we're all experiencing it, and like we're experiencing that. But this is a reminder, because that, in a way, that's, you know, we've kind of established that's sort of like my role. I'm like a coach, like that's what we've got to do, guys. And I'm coaching myself as well. I'm sharing this coaching journey. Thank you, amazing, powerful, love is spreading. Chilocosm of life forms. I don't know what that means, Rohan. So it's all about empowerment. It's all about choosing it and realizing that the ego is so addicted to these timelines of victimhood. No matter how far you are on your spiritual path, there's still, like, you know, that little residues where ego's like, oh, but I'm suffering, I just can, you know, and having this story running around this suffering program. We've all got it. It's fine. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's divine. It's exquisite. It's part of God, you know. But there is a different way to function in these profoundly precious and amazing vessels that we have all been gifted. Do you know what I mean? There's a different way for us to, like, you know, show up in a more optimum, like, offering. And that's what I'm like, oh yeah, and that for me, because I remembered that when I had my twin soul awakening in 2013, and that was a game changer for me. That revelation, game changer for me, because it made me realise that I had been waiting. I'd been waiting for some external factor to kind of like, or some angel to like give me permission to, you know, like show up as the greatest version of myself and go out there and, you know, I was like waiting for someone to give me permission to be free, and then I realised it. I was like, oh, I had to choose it. Oh my God, I had to choose it. No one told us that. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those moments. Oh, holy jeez, I have to choose. You know what I mean? I have to choose it, and that's where I'm back at. Like, but you can choose awakening, choose enlightenment, and right now I'm choosing health. I'm choosing that I you know, that I am in that frequency, and that is a real current. It's a current. It is a frequency band, and it is the truth, and it is aligned with God, and it is aligned with angels, and it is aligned with the truth. So when we make those choices, then like that's what I'm. That in a way, that's the whole point of this video. Is like, you know, when we make those choices, then the universe or God or angels, whatever you want to call it, they take about 1,000 million billion steps towards you, like immediately. That's what I've noticed. So you choose it, we choose it, because that is the hardest thing for humans, because we're so addicted to our story. Everyone, doesn't matter who you are, where you've been, we're addicted to your story. You know, and we have compassion for ourselves. Have, you know, like, oh, you know, but let's name it. It's like addiction to our story. Like, woe is me, I've been abandoned. We've all got it. Don't worry about it. But the whole point is that, you know, believing that and taking actions from that place, what does that actually create for you? That is the question. What does that create for you? It creates like pain, suffering, like, you know, all sorts. So choose a new story. Choose to be empty. Yeah, choose to remember I am an empty vessel. I don't even have a story. Mother, Father, God loves me so much that in every single moment they are handing me a blank canvas. At every single moment, every single second, I'm being given by the Creator a blank canvas for me as the creator, as the daughter, to create whatever it is. There is no story. The story is of the mind. So. And that is such a, oh my God, what a liberation that is. And that is again, that this part of this massive part of my awakening like 5 years ago, you know, was like, oh, I don't have like, I don't have to carry my story. Like my story's like really heavy and it's a burden. And in this moment, I could just be, you know, I could just choose to prioritise bringing my awareness to the present moment, which is ultimately what it all comes down to. Jen, what's that? The world becomes like a Leela. The world becomes like a Leela. As Sir Rohan says. So, I think it's time for some electro stress relief. Very high quality product, yet again. Oh. I'm only joking, guys. Anyway, so basically that is what I wanted to share, that like you have to choose it, you have to not be lazy, you have to stop waiting for a saviour, you have to like realise, oh my God, I you know, I could choose it all along. But then it's not just like you choose it once, it's like you have to choose it every minute of every day. And every day you have to get up and you have to choose to show up in the world in a high frequency, giving out love, being generous. You have to make that choice every single day. And you can't be lazy, cannot be lazy. Because the ego is very, very, very lazy and it's very stuck. It's all about this dance with our ego, and we've all got it, everybody's got it. And you know, no matter where you are on your journey, it's still there, and it's beautiful. It's just part of the, you know, it's just part of the scenery. You know, ultimately, it's just part of the scenery. It's not who I am. Who I am is ultimately like the sky. You know, I am the empty space. I am the empty space in which all phenomena is allowed to arise and fall. I am that I am. Perfect timing for me. I've been putting stuff up. Oh, we got 44 on the call, brothers and sisters. That deserves a round of applause. Oh, yes, and we still got 44. Okay, let's see if I really hope I don't mess up that mantra again. What was it? What was it? Radhe Sham. That's what I've got to say on the matter. Blessings. Blessings to the divine self that dwells in all, that dwells in our DNA in our cells, in our molecules, in our organs, remembering the holy and divine creature that we all are. We are all equally as holy, as precious as each other, and all of creation. Just allowing those divine sacred union codes to activate in your own DNA. Choosing to remember that I am a powerful, sovereign being, and my power is ordained through the choices that I make and the words that I speak and the visions that I hold. We are all ridiculously powerful, ridiculously powerful. So we may as well all accept it and, go forward in recognition of the divine self that dwells in your brothers and sisters, in your mothers and fathers, in all the children, in all the animals, in all the plants. Go forth in recognition of that, in celebration of that, and reminding everyone of that in the most beautiful ways. That's what it's all about, isn't it? We're all activators. We're all here to activate each other's remembrance. And we do that through the choices that we make. Innit? We do that through the choices that we make. It's good to see this togetherness. You all are very special people. I think you're probably quite special as well, Melody. So yeah, so the message, it's a message of empowerment. It's a message of like really just sharing, on a personal level where I'm at. And that I'm coming up to this huge anniversary for me of my own ascension, but also it's like 22 years since I had my spiritual awakening in the Himalayas, and that to me feels like really, really significant that I'm in the 22nd year of being spiritually awakened, so that's it feels like a massively huge number of completion and many cycles to have spun round, And I speak a lot about that in my other videos about my own personal journey of sort of having basically like 2 major Kundalini awakening experiences in my life, and I only ever thought you could really have one, but it turns out you can have 2. You can probably have more, but I definitely had 2. So I share about that in other videos. Yes, time to claim our power. Yeah, so that's what it's all about, brothers and sisters. And we're the way showers. And we're here to activate each other by the choices, the sovereign choices that we make. And once I realised that, my life just became like an absolute fairy tale dream. I swear to God, once I realised that, holy shit, man, I had the responsibility all along. It wasn't going to be given to me from the outside force. And once I awoken from that, it was like my life just literally became like a 5th dimensional fairy tale. Absolutely amazing, and it continues to be. It absolutely continues to be, and there's no separation from the inner and the outer. And and I speak about that in my own journey, on my twin soul journey, and having that awakening 5 years ago, and what that has been for me on a metamorphosis level, in terms of divine timing of me coming into union with this my beloved. And yeah, it feels like really, really massive alignments and sort of like birthdays and shifts are happening right now, and also this is really connected to this big wave of energy that is, well, it's already started obviously, but there's like a really like a game-changing wave of energy coming in on the 22nd, and a lot of us have tuned into that. And there's going to be like really, really big shifts on the 3D paradigm. We're going to be noticing big shifts on the 3D paradigm in October. Bet you. That's what I've been shown repetitively. And my guides, honestly, they're spot on. There's big shifts happening now, brothers and sisters. So how do we work with that energy? Well, we have to stay grounded, we have to drink good water, we have to do the real basics of looking after our body and really being in a vibration of self-love, self-care. This is very intense energies that we are all in, and if we are tired, you need to rest. You have to be kind, you have to be gentle. We all have to be so gentle with ourselves right now. Very intense energies coming in for our bodies. You know, and our bodies are doing their best to assimilate and to integrate these energy waves. So, yeah, just kind of want to speak about that really. And yeah, it's all a go on, isn't it? Are you going to write a book, like an autobiography of your awakening? I could do it as a book of my awakening. I have many books inside of me, Rohan, and there are numerous times, and I've birthed one which is a real absolute diamond gem, and I'll let you all know about that. It is a true diamond gem, and I birthed a book. But there are many books in me, and I have attempted to begin the books probably about 3 or 4 times, and it wasn't actually the divine timing. So I have to go with that and realise that, yeah, there are many books in me. There are great books in me, I believe, you know, because I know that writing is probably one of my strongest gifts, is writing. So that's how I met everyone on this journey, was through my blogs. I believe that, not everyone, but I met many people when I started out on this through my blog. I love that. Fairy Tale 5D. Are you Rohan? Sorry guys, I have to have this water. I should have a glass. Yeah, I speak about my awakening on loads of my videos. You should check out my videos on YouTube. They are very resourceful, you know. They're very helpful for like keeping your vibration like very high. They work. So check it out, and I share about my I share a lot on that channel. So yeah, it's just a little, like, you know, connection to just my friends, that because I've been doing everything in the Event It's Happening group, and I'm imagining that everyone on this call is in the Event It's Happening group. And if you are watching this, like, honestly, I'd love you to come and join the Event It's Happening group, because it's changing my life, it's changing many people's lives. I mean, it genuinely actually is changing people's lives. And I had a really amazing experience today. I went because my mum works in Covent Garden, in Wells Market, and I went and saw my mum, and my mum's like, "Oh, Jen, I've met this lovely lady called Athena, and she's pregnant, and like I've got a really deep soul connection with her." And then this lady Athena came back, and then she looked at me and she's like, "Are you Jen? Are you?" She's like, "Jen, I know you. I'm in your group." And she was like really had been like, her life had been so like changed by being in the group, and with her soul sister who added her, and that they like, it's like become, it was absolutely amazing. It was so beautiful to connect with her in that way, that she connected with my mum. But it really genuinely is changing many people's lives, and I'll put this out on YouTube as well. And you know, but come and join that group. It is such an amazing hub of community, of like very high vibration community, literally. So like, you will be heard, you will be seen, you'll be loved, you will be witnessed. Like, it's such a phenomenally interactive, juicy, amazing group. Like, it's so activated. It's absolutely unbelievable. I think it's broken all flipping records. I mean, I can't imagine any, you know, it's like a phenomenon that's like nearly 70,000 people in 6 months. But it's not even the quantity, it's the quality. It's what's actually going on in the group that is what, you know, is what's really happening here. And it's amazing. So come and join the group. It's amazing. You'll love it. If you're my friend, right, you will love that group. Because I'm basically mainly there now, really. But so that's that. I don't know if there's anything else. There should be. Look, here's Amma. Let's have a blessing from Amma. Jaya Mata Kali. Amma Mataye Akilane Swarini Annapune Swaritaye O Adipara Shaktini O There we go, brothers and sisters. That was a blessing from Amma G for all of us. And Amma's coming to London, and I'll be there. I'll be there on for David Barber for the last night of Amma's programme in London. I can't remember the dates. I think it might be the 16th, 17th, 18th of November, but I do have to check that, brothers and sisters. And yeah, I felt like there was some spirit interference today, and they wanted me to sing that like without the harmonium, which is fair enough. I think sometimes it's like it is a pure transmission in a way when there's no instruments, and it's really, really rare. I think as a musician you always play with an instrument, and sometimes spirit intervenes and it's like, nah, we just want you to sing it. Do you know what I mean, brothers and sisters? There's only 25 on the very grateful for you right now. Thank you, blessings to you from my heart. Oh wow, thank you. So yeah, blessings from Amma to all of us. Amma Taye. I am a devotee of Amma. I am a devotee of the Divine Mother, and she's a representation of the Divine Mother that exists within all of us, all men, all women. There's no separation. Amma is a representation of the Divine Mother, that is the great Divine Mother, the Divine Self that exists in all. And I am absolutely, absolutely, utterly, deeply, deeply devoted to that Mother and to all that represent her. So, so that's really beautiful to share, brothers and sisters. I think that's it really. I think my message is complete. It's a bit, any comments? Can you send the link of that event, please, Jen? Lovely singing. I like that. So I think that's it, brothers and sisters. So it's really been really, really beautiful to you know, connect with you all. And like, I mean, what, we've got 23 people on the call. On the event group there'll be a lot more people than that. There'll be a way lot more people than that. So I think that is, I don't know, probably going to do my live videos mainly on the event group. So come on over there. Auto bio of Mata Hari her twin awakening forthcoming, boom, shakalaka, from Rohan. Yeah, oh my God, my journey with my twin flame, oh my gosh, that has been the most phenomenal, unbelievable, out of this world, like, fairy tale. That, like, what I experience on this path is this like, for me, this isn't, you know, there is like this fifth dimensional interface has already occurred, like from the level of magic and alignment and signs and synchronicities that I experience with my twin on a continuous level, and have done on this whole entire journey relentlessly. And, you know, and now reaching a point where the synchronicities are coming in layers. It's no longer coming as an individual synchronicity, it's coming as actually like complex layers and layers and layers and layers of synchronicities that are all aligning currently. And so this is showing me that you know, there are massive shifts going on within the collective consciousness, brothers and sisters. And so, but we all know that, don't we? We know that. And there's a lot going on for me, and probably one day I will write my story. I could write, that'd be a good book. I could write my side of the story, and he could write his side of the story. That'd be amazing. That'd be the best book ever, wouldn't it? We'll do that. One day we'll do that. So I reckon it's got to be when I'm in like physical union. So that's it, brothers and sisters. I'm going to post this on YouTube, and sending out a lot of love to all the beautiful followers on YouTube. Thank you so much, and I really love your comments, and I read all of them, and I do heart all of them, don't I? And yeah, no, it's really beautiful to have your, like, you know, presence on this journey. So all the videos I make on Facebook go onto YouTube, so, and then I'll post this to the event group. That's it. So namaste, brothers and sisters. I love you all. So humbled to be before you. I stand in full remembrance and recognition of the divine soul, the holy Christed being that you are. I bow to your divinity. We are all one. We are all love. I'm honoured to show up in my imperfectly perfect state, knowing that it is my authenticity, which is that we all connect with, that everyone actually connects with, and to break those old paradigms of having to show up polished. The finished product. We're not. I'm not. I am flawlessly flawed. Flawlessly flawed. And imperfectly perfect. And perfectly imperfect. And that is beautiful, and that is holy, and that is sacred, and that is divine, and it is true. So may we all just remove these silly masks, be our imperfectly perfect self, and show up, step up, and generate that frequency, that current of love. This is our service, brothers and sisters. Do you know what I mean? So, what does that say? Cosmic love showers coming your way, Jen. Love you, and thanks for bringing love and light and high something vibes. I had a dream, I had a mask on that actually, her face. Yeah, we don't need the masks anymore. Like, just human. Like when I had my spiritual awakening, like when I was 21, the next day I woke up and suddenly I saw the Christ itself in every single being, and the Christ itself is like that vulnerability in all of us. We all have that fragility. We all have that vulnerability. And it is in that place, that is where you'll meet your Christ itself. That's where I meet my Christ itself. And so it's okay to show up, you know, in like, as we are, innit? So on that note, brothers and sisters, I really am honoured to be in your presence. And we'll do this again sometime. And many blessings. Namaste.